English philosophical poet Percy B. Shelley rejected all conventions that he believed stifled love and human freedom and rebelled against the strictures of English politics and religion. Percy B. Shelley's poetry was his legacy to all of us on the importance of passionately living our lives every day. Living life passionately has its own tremendous rewards, which are intensified when one is aware that death, in its arbitrary way, can come at any unexpected moment, as it did for Shelley. This man was a fervent idealist who wrote of his love for love and his passion for passion. He completed his enormous treasury of poetry and prose by the age of 29, when he died in a boating accident during a storm. Not only does his poetry speak to all of us of his enormous passion, but so does his life as well. He took up causes, risked his fame and his life, and drank up every moment of his life. The poem quoted here, titled Love's Philosophy, conveys a glimmer of the passion that Shelley felt in his idealistic heart. The fountains mingle with the river, and the rivers with the ocean. The winds of heaven mix forever with a sweet emotion. Nothing in the world is single, all things by a law divine, in one spirit meet and mingle. Why not I with thine? See the mountains kiss high heaven, and the waves clasp one another. No sister flower would be forgiven if it disdained its brother. And the sunlight clasps the earth, and the moonbeams kiss the sea. What is all this sweet work worth, if thou kiss not me? This poem says to me, as does so much of his romantic poetry, feel the love for those you adore, and express it with fervor, otherwise live your life in frustration. Love, the passionate variety, is that inner sense of longing that pervades every thought, every waking moment. It is a state of bliss that we usually equate with sexual or romantic feelings when they are ecstatically shared with our lover. All of that mingling and mixing and clasping and kissing between the rivers, winds, mountains, flowers, and moonbeams are Shelley's metaphors for that shared state of bliss. Why, he implies, would you choose the frustration of not expressing those feelings? I can recall the aching I have felt at various times in my own life for a love that I was unable to share with someone. I think I felt as though I'd died and gone to heaven when that love was made manifest by long embraces and kisses and union. But there is also passion in other circumstances, like the ecstasy of creation. When we consider the matter of having passion in our lives, it is important to pay attention to the things that we feel passionate about. Shelley speaks of a love and a joyful heart that is able to appreciate the beauty of our world and all of those we feel connected to. His is not exclusively a passion that keeps us enslaved to our sexual ecstasies. What he is describing is living your life not as if today were the first day of the rest of your life, but as if this were the only day of your life, which of course it is. And sharing your passion because a shared joy is a way of doubling one's joy. Too often we find ourselves bogged down in a serious approach to life, using our minds to keep us in a state of angst, or even worse, indifference. Joy and ecstasy come from within. They cannot be purchased at any price. We are all seeking joy and happiness, and often feeling it is not a proper state of mind when it arrives. The key to knowing this state is to put passion into your life, but also your recreation, your vocation, and in all of your observations of yourself intermingling with this glorious universe. There is so much to be passionate about. I have found that people who have a passion or a strong will for what they want to achieve, and who do not allow others to smear or sully their inner pictures of what they want to manifest, always seem to get what it is they are desiring in their lives. Shelley lived out of his passionate idealism with every breath and heartbeat. His passion is reflected in his magnificent poetry. To put this passion to work into your own life, first, know that you are a part of a joyful universe. Allow your romantic, ecstatic, joyful emotions to appear more frequently in your daily life. When you feel joy, experience it, and then express it. As it says in the New Testament, joy is the fruit of the Spirit. Don't deny yourself that fruit. Secondly, write your own poetry. Take the time to record your feelings of passion. Whether your passion is pottery or antique furniture, mathematics or music, express it in your own words. Third, give yourself permission to be a passionate person. Be passionate about anything or anyone you choose without interference from your inner critic. When that inner critic tries to make you feel foolish, gently but firmly tell it to wait for you in the lobby and invite it to rejoin you later if you want it. And fourth, Tell those you love how you feel about them as often as possible. This will give you the opportunity to share your joy, and by doing so, doubling it.